Hey everybody, Logan here. Today I'm bringing you another awesome controller from PowerA. What is that, you say? Well, you clicked on the video, you know, come on. It is the new LUMECTRA for the Switch 2. Alright, just by looking at it, when I saw the box I was like, wait, what? And then I realized it's LUMECTRA, which means a lot of lights. That's not a literal translation, that's just an association. Well, if you guys have seen any of my other PowerA videos, by the way, thank you PowerA for sending me this one. And yeah, when I saw it, I was like, wait, there's two. Oh, it's the entire face thing, kind of like the Fusion Pro Wireless. If you guys have seen my video on that, it's got an entire face that lights up, but when it's off, it looks solid black. This one's going to look solid white. Now, this is an official Switch 2 controller, so it has all the functionality that you could want in a Switch 2 controller, minus a few things here and there, but I'll get into that a little later. But the coolest thing is that lighting effect. So how about we unbox it, take a look, see if it's any good. Here we go. This is the PowerA Advantage wired controller featuring LUMECTRA. Now, you must remember that this is wired. There is no wireless official third-party ones yet, but PowerA has made a plethora of wireless controllers for the Switch 1, so I think it's just a matter of time before we see one for the Switch 2 from PowerA. So let's take a look at some of the other features besides the LUMECTRA. You got the Ghost LED lighting. Now, if you guys are familiar with some of the other products I've covered from PowerA, like the Boo controller for the Switch 1, that's going to be a similar effect, but we'll take a closer look in the video. Hall effect sticks, mappable buttons, meaning flappy paddles in the back that you can map, and a C button. Now that's going to be the big difference between Switch 1 and Switch 2 controllers when you're using a wired or pretty much anything, is that camera button. So if you're playing online and you want to use the camera, you have to have that button in order to access that. So keep that in mind when you are using Switch 2 controllers compared to Switch 1 controllers. So let's take a look at the back. It says Advantage wired controller with LUMECTRA. Ghost LED lighting effects. No batteries required. 3.5mm headset port with audio controls. 10-foot cable. Those are your flappy paddles that are all programmable. And then you have all the lights and, of course, the beautiful Hall effect sticks. So pretty much the exact same as the previous Switch 2 controllers from PowerA that I covered, but this one has that LUMECTRA. And that is a massive selling point because that is what some people go, oh, do I get the regular one that doesn't light up? And they have a couple different colors there. But some people, a lot of people, like that RGB lighting. All right, so let's get this open. There you go. It's a simple white controller. Wow, it just looks like a simple white controller. Exactly like the other PowerA wired ones in terms of looks. So yeah, there's a plastic on there. I was like, what is that? Okay, yeah, there's that plastic over it. Two flappy paddles. If you look on the back, you have your LEDs, your audio, and your program buttons all right there. And then on the front, you have your capture, your plus, minus, your home, and your camera button. And then the red Switch 2 logo. So it's very smooth Hall effect sticks. Nice D-pad. Face buttons are a little loud, but I said that previously. That's my only thing. If you're using membrane, I prefer a quieter membrane. Some people like the louder one. This is almost in between the sound that you would hear on some mechanical ones compared to membrane. So it's like, let you know you're pressing it. Me, I'm not a big fan of that. I like a quieter membrane. Like I like the membrane sound on the D-pad over the face buttons. Digital triggers, digital face buttons. All right. So what I have to do in order to show you this, I got to connect it to my Switch 2, and well, I need to turn off all the lights, right? All right, let's do that. There you go. There is the lighting effect. What do you guys think about that? Yes, it has a weird look to the video, like ultra dark here, but I am filming during the day. That's why it's giving this weird look. But it's definitely... That's an effect. That is bright. Now, I do have it connected to my Switch 2, and I have Mario Kart playing. You guys can't see that because it's in docked mode. So, yeah. But that's how it's going to look. And then you can program with the LEDs in the back. Ooh. That's the one that it looks like it chases around. That's the one that... Oh, this has always been my favorite, where depending on the buttons you press, you can see certain areas and segments of the controller light up. Oh, that's definitely my favorite. So cool. Off. And whoa! And then back to normal. Okay, what do you guys think about the new PowerA Advantage wired controller with LUMECTRA for the Switch 2? I like these controllers. They're solid alternatives to the standard Switch 2 controller at a much more affordable price. So this one has the lights where if you don't care about the lights, they do have the others. Like I said, I covered the Mario one before. There's also a standard black one. And if I'm not mistaken, we have there's another white and pink and blue one, which I think is Mario and Peach. That's it at the time being. But there will be, I'm sure there will be more coming out. Like I said in the other video, I was like, oh, I'm sure there'll be more. Hey, look, we have LUMECTRA. Thank you, PowerA, once again for reaching out to me and sending me this beauty of a controller. Yes, I'm one of those people that like RGB or RBG. Okay, in my controllers because I don't know, I think it's nifty. And there are some people that don't, some people that do. For the people that do, this is going to be right up your alley, especially if you have a Switch 2 and mainly play it in docked mode. This is going to be an awesome alternative. Now, just to mention a few of the drawbacks, no, there is no NFC, and it does not wake the console, but keep in mind you do have that C button. There's also no rumble or no gyro. So it is a basic controller at, you know, this price with Hall effect sticks and the C button. I think it's a solid trade-off. I'm sure we'll see new ones with multiple more features in the future, just like we have before with PowerA's lineup, and I'm excited to see what else they're going to bring us. So thank you once again, PowerA. I greatly appreciate it. Tell me what you guys think. Do you plan on picking this up? Do you like the Hall effect sticks with the C button and the lights and a nice wired controller that never runs out of batteries? Let me know. Drop it in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video, and remember, God bless each and every one of you. And like we always say, be legendary. Can you see that? Can you still see that? Thanks again.